where we are today on Me-Salado Sculpture Garden in Salado, Texas. And this right here is a very cool area. These sculptures that I'm about to show you have been done by students of the arts. The cacti is real, but everything else is fake. These are called night bloomers. Got a little bit of a habitat as well. Let's proceed and I will show you some other cool things that's been made. I've already been here a few other times and I tell you it is so neat, and sometimes there's new things and sometimes things are gone, because almost every sculpture that's placed here is also for sale. Now this area right here actually had what was called a sock puppet, and it was a monkey, a very large monkey. And I will place the picture of that monkey so that you can see it, but apparently it was sold. And here we've got a blackbird or a crow made out of tire. I mean, look at this, you can see the tread. Now, who would ever think to take shredded tire and turn it into a bird? Now, this is a piece that I absolutely love. And there's no electricity on it. It is moving by the air. I don't know what you would call this. To me it looks like a pair of pliers. What's it look like to you guys? Here is just a whole bunch of scrap pipe been molded together. And we have got mother and child for $500. So you figure out what's the mother and what's the child. Now they've got a donate box here, but somebody busted it open, so now donations are impossible. But there's the donation box. It appears that some people has thrown a little bit of change in there. Whether or not they collect it, I don't know. This is an oak leaf medallion. Which is made out of cement. My dad likes to do moldings with cement. And this is a rose medallion. Also out of cement. As far as it goes for the wildlife, they have like stacked up wood and stuff for birds and other things to kind of feel at home in. And they have stated that there is a new sculpture there that I am anxious to look at. But let's look at this. Some more metal rings. Circles around for $500. So let's look at this. This is absolutely new from the last time we was here. Looks like a bunch of macaroni noodles. Now, it had been busted up, so there's no way of knowing what it's called. So, I don't know. Just looks like a bunch of macaroni. That's what it looks like to me. There's another one over here that's new too. Here you can see there's rock benches. And here's what we've got, a moose. Now this moose has been here every time we've come so far. My father-in-law likes moose. We've talked to him about trying to buy it and put it in his yard. It says, feel free to touch the art, but please don't climb on it. I mean, yeah, you could almost see trying to climb up on that. Now this has been here for so long, but they want $7,500 for it. It's called Marvin the Moose. Now let's see what this is. Because like I said, this is new now too. Not quite certain what it's supposed to represent. And there's no sign for it. Maybe a soldier, and that's a sword, possibly. I could see that. There's his hand with the sword, its body and armor, and like its helmet. I could see that. Here's some more. It's called a dry stack. Provides shelter for birds, reptiles, and insects. So this is where the habitat is coming in that they had the sign over. It looks like somebody left a bag, but it says the helpful place. Oh, that's for the Ace Hardware that's across the road. Now let's see what the sign is. Pickup sticks for $500. Yeah? I see that. Pickup sticks. Yep. Now this right here looks like a sword in the stone. I don't believe that there's a sign. There is, and apparently it's something permanent because it's not on a pedestal or anything. But look there. We have got a cross in the center of it. Very good. Who knows? Maybe this is Joan of Arc's sword that she used. Anybody who doesn't know, Joan of Arc was a devout Christian, and she believed she heard God telling her to fight for her nation, for her country. Unfortunately, she was burned at the stake because they called her a heretic. And this was the church, no less. Sad. She was still a little girl. Untitled. For $7,500. Yeah, she was only 18 when she was burned at the stake. No one wanted to believe that God was telling her to fight for her country. Forbid that this had been sold. I don't remember exactly what was here. It had a name. But this is new. And everybody knows what that is. High five. Anybody want a high five? That's definitely a high five. More like a high four. But yeah. Nobody believed in the Holy Spirit. Or if they did, she got in trouble for listening to God. There's no title for that. Maybe it's a compass. Now this, I think, is a bow and arrow. But I don't think there's a title for it either. But I'll get in the right position for you to see. So, let me get in the right position here and you can tell it looks like a bow and arrow. You can see that? It's a bow and arrow. That's how I see it anyway. Looks like we've got another new sculpture over there as well. Yeah, there's some new work here, guys, so this is fascinating. Oh, they sewed both of the bodies. Cool, because there was two sculptures that had a basic name, and they're both gone. So this is new as well. Okay, I think that might be somebody wearing a pin hat. You know, one of those little beanie hats that had the spinning reel on it. Little spinning head. The propellers on top. And you could tell this has been here for quite some time. Some of these sculptures has. This one's on Title II for $500. This Lee Groff apparently likes working with metal rings. Now this is one of my favorites. It's called Late Again for $25,000. Now honestly, who wouldn't want this in their yard? How beautiful is that? And obviously it was made out of copper because now it is green with corrosion. A little boy late for school because he's busy playing with his dog. Now I wonder what you would get if you take a picture of this. And they want $40,000 for that. A lot of these signs are faded, the ones that's been here longer. They're faded. Can't hardly read them. Now, as you could tell, this was made with old-fashioned wooden or metal crutches. People of the older age would remember these crutches. They're made out of wood and aluminum now, but these were pretty old. And then on top we've got masks. And the title, Handicapped Mask for $5,000. And yeah, you can see that. You can see that. But, like, you kind of put them together. Yeah. That is beautiful in its own way. This is old dinner bell. And look here, like it did have a pin on it, and you could actually ring those. Could actually ding-a-ling on them, but they took them out. Somebody removed the hammer. Well, this over here is called the, I can't read it from here, and I'm not wanting to cross that. Anyway, it's supposed to be something for life, or something of life. Someone defaced that QR. Here we've got a giant flower. This is for $3,500. Here is another mess of rings or metal. And almost can bet this is also from Lee Groff. Lee Groff squared for $500. Well, look here, he even stamps his signature on the base of his work. So yeah, he really likes working with the metal rings. So let's go over here and look at this new sculpture. I think we've got a wild boar running loose in the garden. Boy, look at that. He's ready to gouge you out. Looks like he was made with piping and just a bunch of slender rods. Look at the tusks on him. He's a razorback. You see that? It's a razorback. Yeah, somebody worked a little hard on this guy. Very great detail on his frame. That's great work. Now this is supposed to be the story of that god that got melted by the sun. Prometheus, yes. Called Prometheus Stealing the Fire. For $15,000. Well, yes, you could kind of see a little there, a bit of a body among the mess, and that's supposedly the sun and everything. I found that interesting, and when I really truly studied it, then I understood it. This is Father Time for $7,500. Now this over here is like my favorite in the entire garden. Looks like Jack from the Beanstalk had a wife and they had a baby. Now that came from some kind of a frame. It's got reflectors on it. Let's look around the other side. Maybe we can get a hint of what it originally was made from. Okay, it appears that it might have been like one of those miniature campers that's just big enough to lay in when you go on a small camping trip, maybe. Going mobile for $15,000. It still has the license plate on it too, so it was a tag along. Here's the little camper door. Now see, I didn't go all the way around this, but there's the camper door. You can see how little this was. I don't know. Maybe it was a refrigerator or something. There's no way somebody could have walked into that. Is there? Out of curiosity, just pure curiosity. Nope, they've got it. They've got it welded. It's a curiosity. So yeah, maybe it was a oversized fridge for commercial selling or something. There is ventilation in it. Pretty cool though. Make a oversized baby carriage. Another league off. Rings of Life for $500. This cactus is new too. People's got a whole lot of imagination. And very handy with the welding work. Having to hold it down with rocks. And so until next time, bye. Hey guys, I'm so glad that you watched another segment of Great Walks with Me. I'm just wanting to tell you that I am now on Patreon, Patreon, and I would like to invite you to support me through Patreon. Now, by your support, that means that I can give you more beautiful walks, showing you more parks and gardens, trails and attractions, and not just locally around here, but anywhere else in Texas and possibly outside the state. So I ask that you support me through Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/Amy's Creations Video Productions. That's patreon.com/Amy's Creations Video Productions. All lowercase, no spaces and no apostrophe, just straight Amy's Creations Video Productions. Now I appreciate it. Thank you.